Hi guys, Aka here. Today we're going to be looking at the upgrade that Evony released for subcities. I would have gotten this done a bit earlier, but I kind of got distracted. These aglopes, not quite sure how to pronounce it. I just call them AGs. These things, man. Oh man. Whew. You know, Evony has a habit of taking away things that we like and sticking us with things that we don't want. So, here is my official opinion about these things. I think they're awful. I think they're just terrible. I can't stand the things. I don't know what Evony was thinking. Anyway, back to the subcities. So, we have a subcity here, and we can see the slots for the upgrade, the historic city spectacle. Now, the first important thing to note about this is that this upgrade is only available for gold cities and above. So that's gold cities, historic subcities, those kind of things. For purple subcities and below, this is not available. As you can see here, I have a purple subcity. Those slots are not there. So it's only for gold subcities and above. So if we tap here to see more about the upgrades, we can see the various items that we have here. Now, this thing is kind of like a mix of ideal land and Senate for subcities. I know that sounds kind of weird, but that's pretty much how it looks like. To get these upgrades, you need subcity fragments, okay, which you will get from having keys for the subcity which you convert into fragments, meaning that you need to get more of that particular type of subcity. And then, in addition, you need these hammers, okay? Now, these hammers are only available in the cake. We see them here. So we have some in level 2, level 3, level 5, and you have some more of them going all the way down. So yes, you need more of those subcities, and then you need these hammers. I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same thing too, but that's the situation that we are in right now. So if you wanted to do this upgrade and coin a bit so that you can get some subcities and some of these hammers, that's all cool. Just make sure that you're doing it with Aptoid, okay? You need to get on that program. So that's all cool. Now, if we go back to the subcity, we can see the various items that it has here. And there are 5 slots for this historic spectacle. They have different buildings and they do different things. So each one gives you a particular attribute, as you can see here. If you also notice, the requirements for the subcity fragments and the hammers are different. So for this one, you need 5 fragments and 25 hammers. For this one, you need 8 and 40, 12 and 60, 15 and 75. And for the last one, you need 300. Yeah, that's a lot. And if you're going to do this, like I said, you better do it with Aptoid. Otherwise, you're going to be leaving a lot on the table for Evony. In addition to this, there are also what Evony is calling building cluster attributes, which work in kind of like the same way that set attributes on gear works. So if you get 2 of these, you'll get a building cluster attribute, the 2 out of 4. You'll get march speed 10% for this one. If you get 4 of them done, you will get marching mounted troop attack plus 15%. So that's an added buff if you can manage to get a few of these done. And to me, that seems to be the basic rundown of how this works. If I left anything important out on this, please feel free to drop a comment down below so that we all know about it. Now, these historic spectacles and the attributes that they provide are actually different for the different subcity cultures. I have one gold subcity, okay? I have a gold Europe. That's the only gold subcity I have. All the other subcities I have are purple or blue, as you can see here. Even my native subcity, I haven't upgraded. I'm sure some of you might ask me why. I just have other priorities now. I'll get to that at some point in time. But these are the subs that I have. And I spoke with my friend, and he was kind enough to let me have some of his subsidies so that I can do this video. So as you can see, I've added gold China, gold Russia, Arabia, Korea, America. So I have most of the cultures that I need here for the video, which is great. Thanks a lot for that, bro. And you know the funniest thing about this? He thinks he's getting them back. Anyway, so we're looking at the gold Europe. And what are the attributes that we get? So we get general XP for monster kills, 10%, mounted troop attack 5%, stone production plus 15%, construction speed plus 15%. This one is pretty good. 15% construction speed, I think that's great. And for the last one, we get mounted troop attack, defense, and HP 5% each. So this is for the gold Europe. Okay, let's come out and let's take a look at the gold China. So for the gold China, we get training speed 10%, ground troop HP 5%, all resource production plus 5%. This is actually not bad. Ground troop HP plus 5%, ground troop attack, defense, and HP plus 5%. And the building cluster attributes are also different for the different subcities. So for this one, we have, for the 2 out of 4 attributes, we have research speed plus 5%. For the 4 out of 4 attributes, we have defending, ground troop attack, defense, and HP plus 5%. So that's what we have for the gold China. Okay, let's take a look at gold Russia here. We have in-city troop attack plus 8%. This is good. I don't know what you guys think, but for me, this is good. We have trap building speed plus 10%, which is, in my opinion, completely crap. We have ore production plus 15%. This is good. We have defending troop defense plus 5%. This is also good. And we have mounted troop defense and HP plus 8%. Okay. The gold Russia is actually looking pretty decent. Let's see. For the building attributes, we have trap attack and marching mounted troop attack. So, it's okay. It's okay. So gold Russia looking pretty all right. Let's take a look at the gold Arabia. So we come in here, we have healing speed plus 5%, which is all right, nothing to sneeze at. We have bonus from offering 5%. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder how many people are holding on to gold Arabias. But if you are and you're still trying to push your Monarch XP, this is not bad. Interesting. Okay, we have mounted troop HP 5%, healing speed plus 10%. Okay, so we get plus 5% here, and then we get plus 10% here. Very good for Arabia. And for the final one, we have all troop attack plus 5%. And this is interesting because it's all troop attack. So that's when attacking and defending in all situations. This is pretty good. For the building cluster attributes, we have death turning wounded rate plus 1%, which is and hospital palace deserter capacity plus 10%, which is also So yeah, Arabia with its good points. Okay, let's take a look at Korea. All troop load plus 5%, which is, I guess it's in line with, a Korean sub, but yeah, it's still, Main city warehouse capacity plus 50%, which is also, Lumber production plus 15%. Okay, I guess. Defending range troop attack plus 5%. Okay, I guess. Range troop attack defense HP 5%. All right, so let's see. for the cluster attributes, we have range, troop attack, and healing speed. Okay, the cluster attributes are all right. This range troop attack, it's not marching, it's not defending, so I'm assuming that this one is in all situations. So, not great, but not without its good points. That is for the Epic Korea, the Gold Korea. Okay, the next one, we have the Gold America. We have research speed plus 5%, which is very in line with American subs. We have defending siege attack plus 5%. I guess that's okay. Gold levy plus 5%, which is construction speed plus 10%. Okay. This is interesting. Kind of strange that I'm seeing it on an American sub. You would have expected something like this to be on a European sub. But, I guess maybe that's a way to try and get more people to hold American subs. But this is, pretty okay. And siege attack, defense, and HP plus 5%. And when we look at the cluster attributes, we have training speed plus 10%, siege attack plus 15%. So this one, again, it's not looking like it's marching or defending. So I'm assuming this siege attack is in all situations. So yeah, the Gold America is looking kind of okay. Now, the last one that we want to look at, which is the Gold Japan. I actually don't have the Gold Japan here, but I've got screenshots of it. So this is what the Gold Japan looks like. The first one, you have ground troop healing speed plus 10%, ground troop defense plus 5%, crafting speed plus 10%. What the absolute crap? Okay. General XP from monster kill plus 15%. Again, what's going on here? Ground troop attack, defense, and HP plus 5%, which is okay. And for the cluster attributes, we have ground troop healing speed. Focus on ground troop healing speed. So this healing speed is only relevant for ground troops. What's the rationale for that? I don't know. And we have attacking troops attack plus 5%, which is in line with American subs. So, all in all, not great. Okay, not great. Okay, so those are all the attributes that we have for all the different subs. And the interesting thing about it is, if we look at the information here, okay, if we look at number 5, which I thought was interesting, it says, if you lose a sub-city with spectacles, the historic city fragments and the hammers consumed will be returned. This is interesting because what this means is that you can't upgrade a sub-city and then share it with other people. So if you've upgraded it, once you drop the sub, all the stuff that you put in is going to be returned. That's my understanding of that. I thought that part was kind of, interesting. But that's pretty much what we have for the upgrade for the sub-cities. In some cases, I think it would be beneficial if you could get your hands on some of these upgrades. The fact that you need to get additional sub-cities and those hammers is kind of annoying, but I guess that's just the way Evony is now. And if you're a regular coiner, you will probably get a few of those by the side just doing your regular coining. Then it might not be that much of an issue for you. But for someone that doesn't spend too much, this might be another upgrade that is kind of out of reach for most people. But at least we know it's here. So if you do get your hands on a few gold sub-cities, then potentially that is something that might be open to you. Now, with all the buffs and things that people will be getting from these sub-cities, you'll probably expect people to be looking at how it will buff their stats for PvP. But if you are not quite completely clear on how sub-cities work for PvP and how you can use them, you can check out this video here which is a complete guide on everything that you need to know for subs and PvP. So be sure to check it out. For now, that's the update, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about this sub update. Thank you very much. Aka signing out.